Okay, great. Okay, hi everyone. So, welcome. I'm really happy that you're joining, and we're gonna see each other's pretty faces. So I thought we'd start by going around, and everybody should say their name, where you're going to school, what you're going to school for, um, anything else you might want to throw in there, where you're from, and the best thing or your favorite thing that you did this summer. So why don't we start with Ellie? And you just mute yourself and then remute.
All right. Hi, I'm Ellie Allen. I'm from Dallas, Texas. I am pursuing my master's in the science of social work at the University of Texas. And the most fun thing I did this summer was I visited my grandparents in Cleveland and then got to see some friends in Memphis. That's about it.
Cool. I don't know if I'd call like Cleveland the most fun place, but
Seeing family is always fun.
Yeah.
Cleveland, all right.
Cool. Okay. Kayla.
Sure. Hi. I'm studying for my master's in Jewish professional leadership and an MBA at Brandeis University. I'm doing my internship this summer at Sid Jacobson JCCA on Long Island. The most interesting thing I did this summer, well, at the beginning of the summer, I went to Montreal and Ithaca, which was really fun. But that feels like ages ago, and my parents are on a cruise now without me, so it feels like I should be there.
Great, thanks. That sounds pretty fun. Okay, Gil, how about you go next?
Okay. I'm studying. My name is Gil, and I study social work at Rutgers University. So my beginning of the summer was not that fun. Didn't really do much. Did my school, but now I'm in Canada. I'm in Montreal. So I love it. I'm with family here, so I'm staying with them, and then I'm going to tour around and see different sites. Go to Quebec City maybe, and and so what I'm doing what I'm doing socially, social work related. I'm doing my master's in social work, but it's in management and policy. So I mean that's the interest.
Great, thank you. So 2 people in Montreal this summer. That's pretty cool. Judith? Why don't you go next?
Okay, hi guys. My name is Judith Rapport. I am currently studying social work at Case Western Reserve in Cleveland, Ohio. This summer was a lot of fun for me. I got to work at Camp Shy, which is the JCCA camp out of Chicagoland area. So I was in the Wisconsin Dells all summer working with 8th graders.
Great, thank you. Okay, Robin, your turn.
Hi, everybody. I'm Robin. I'm at school at Tulane School of Social Work. A lot of social workers on the call. Exciting. The most exciting thing I did this summer was I helped run a psychoeducational / support group for counselors in training at the day camp here at the JCCA in New Orleans. That's where my field placement is. But what I'm really looking forward to is I'm going to LA solo without my husband or a 16-month-old baby and spending a week with my best friend from college who lives there. So that's going to be awesome.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome. So I think it sounds like everybody had pretty great summers. Lots of, managing classes and work and trying to get vacations in, all good stuff. I'll just, say a little bit about the people that aren't on the call. So Sammy Weinberg, she's going to Lesley outside of Boston, and she'll be getting her master's in education. And I know she worked at Camp Grossman this summer, which is the JCCA camp for the Boston area. And she's also been doing some work with the preschools in Boston. And then we also have Lena. Lena is, she goes to Baruch, and I believe she's getting her MPA, Master's in Public Administration. I may be wrong about that. but I don't think so. And I don't know exactly what she was up to this summer, but she is, she's really great. She's from Ukraine, and she has like a lot of amazing experiences where she's worked kind of all over the world with Russian speaking communities. And so I know she's sad that she couldn't be on the call today, but she'll get to hear us talking about her. So I'm just going to move on. So I just wanted, those of you, so as you can see, there are a few people who've been in the program for already a year. And some of them, so Judith and Robin will be graduating in the winter, and Kayla will be graduating in spring. If I got that wrong, you can pipe in. And then Ellie and Gil, you'll be graduating in the summer. Lena's graduating in the winter, and Sammy is graduating either in spring or summer. So you may notice that everyone is graduating by the end of this summer. And part of that was just coincidence. Part of that we did a little bit on purpose. I wanted to let you guys know that our program is going to be changing a little bit in the future. It won't have any ramifications on any of you. All of you will still be in the program. You're still all going to get the same benefits and things that you always have and everybody before you did. The changes that are going to happen is that after this year, pending the board approval, we're going to be only offering scholarships to people who work in JCCs already. And so so I wanted to be the first to tell you. I didn't want you to find out from someone else. It's not official yet. The board we still have to get approved by the board. There's a lot of reasons that it's changing. Part of it's just kind of the world we live in right now. People are in jobs and they don't really want to leave. There's a lot of demand for certification, getting a certification, or just, taking something like, a class online and then you get a little certificate at the end, or more part-time degrees, things like that are really where the demand is. And so we're going to be focusing on that and giving out more scholarships, but not as to the same, not as much money as we currently give out, but it'll be hopefully to more people. So in the end, all the money will probably balance out, but it'll be a little bit different. But like I said, it has no effect on any of you. You're all going to just keep going through the program, and we're still going to help you get jobs. All that stuff is still going to be in play, and it's really exciting. So you have sort of a nice extra star next to your name, because for the time being, you'll be the last formal class of graduate scholars. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is what it is. And like I said, if you have questions, specific questions about it, you can reach out to me later and we can talk more in depth about it. But nothing for you guys to worry about. So that's that. I want to talk about the stuff that most of you already know, so it's just going to be a reminder. So requirements for being in this program. So one is, all of you know, you have to have an internship while you're in school. Most of you have either done that, or we've already talked about how you're going to do it. And whatever details we need to work out, you and I, plus your internship advisor, will take care of that in this upcoming year if you haven't completed that requirement already. There's still that 2-year work commitment. That's not going to change. There's still the 2-year work commitment after you graduate. As you get closer to graduation, we will talk about the plan for what you need to be doing, what I will be doing, what we'll be doing together. Most of you guys, we've already at least touched on the subject, if not kind of come up with a plan already. Then on top of that, I wanted to talk about biennial. So Graduate scholars are required to attend, if you're in the program for 2 years, professional conference and biennial. Those are our two big conferences that happen every other year. So this year is biennial. Biennial is for lay leaders for JCC. So people that are on the boards for all the various JCCs in the US and Canada are invited to come. This year it's going to be in Memphis, and it's going to be May 6th through the 9th, I think. I think those are the dates. The dates that you would need to be there might be slightly different. I'll definitely know in the next coming months. So I just want you to, for those of you that will not have graduated at that time, definitely mark off on your calendars those dates, because you are required to be there. We'll get into details as we get closer, but the way it generally works is that you'll be reimbursed for your airfare and some of the cabs and most of the food that you would have to buy. And you'll get a lot of information about that when we get closer. So just make sure that you have it marked on your calendars. I know it's not ideal timing with finals and all of that, but it is what it is and is part of the requirements. So better for you to know now that those are the dates. And if there's anything you already know that will conflict with that, let me know now. For those of you that are graduating, we can talk about what potentially you might be able to do at biennial if you have an interest in coming, things like that. But we'll talk about that separately. So that's biennial internship. We talked 2-year job requirement, and whatever questions you have about any of those things, you can always email me really at any time. I might not respond at like 9:30, but I'll respond to you the next day. That's that. I think all of you, well, maybe not all of you. So checks for this upcoming fall semester are going to be going out next week. So if you've had an address change or anything like that, just let me know, so that way I'm sending it to the right place. What else did I want to tell you? So I just want to talk about a little bit about what I do with you guys. Oh, I think I see that Sammy joined us. Sammy, are you there? Hi. Okay. Before I talk about myself, Sammy, why don't you introduce yourself? Say like your name, where you go to school, what you're going to school for, and the best thing you did this summer.
All right. I'm Sammy. I literally just got home from camp right now. So that was my summer. I was working at a JCC camp, and it was super fun, and I had a great time. I am getting my degree at Lesley in Boston, Cambridge, Massachusetts, and I'm getting it in elementary ed.
What was the best thing you did this summer?
I had a really great time at camp, and that was most of my summer anyway, so it was great.
Awesome. Okay. So Sammy, I'll catch you up on the things that I mentioned already, but most of the stuff you and I have already talked about. So you're okay. So what do I do during, and I'm just gonna mute you. Okay. So what do I do for you guys during the year? So I'll talk about kind of what I do in general. So I work in professional development. What does that mean? It means that myself and my boss, Joy, whom I think all of you have met at least at your interview, if not also at professional conference and things like that. So Joy and I run lots of different types of training for professionals out in the field. Some of it is focused on, where you are in your career and what you want to get to. So I was telling people when we first started, we're launching a middle management training program. That's for people who want to be an assistant executive director in the next 2 to 5 years. So we're starting that. That begins in January. We're currently in the interviewing process. I run training conferences during the year focused on specific subjects like we will be doing some in the fall on relationship building with staff. We've done them on how to have difficult conversations, lots of different topics. I run the scholarship programs. I also work in talent management. Some of you may have heard those words together before, some haven't. Talent management is a way to assess your employees and find their strengths and weaknesses. And what we do is once you've found your strengths and weaknesses, how do we develop those and make you better at them? So I travel to JCCs and do consultations on that. I travel and do site visits just on sort of general HR on, how people are feeling and what do they need help with. And then for you guys, what do I do? So I do a lot of, logistics. All the logistics for this program kind of go through me. And then on top of that, we do, I'll do resume review with you. So if you want some help with your resume, please send it to me. I'll take a look at it, make a couple suggestions. If you want me to really edit it and rip it through, I'm happy to do that. But generally, I'll just make some recommendations and leave it to you to make them if you'd like. Obviously, help you with your internship, help find you a job. I also do career coaching for people already out in the field, and also for you guys who some of you aren't so sure exactly what you want to do when it gets to the time for you to work at a JCC. And so that's something we'll work through together and make sure that you're really not just at the right JCC and the right community for you, but also doing something that's a good fit and not just, fulfilling that requirement so you can check it off. Because we really want to make sure that you're getting the most out of your time and that hopefully we're finding the best people for the field and that you'll stay there long term. So that's, in a nutshell, everything I do. There's a lot, and really, if you need help with stuff, just reach out. If, I'm not the person that can help you, I can try and refer you to the right person or put you in contact with them. I also wanted to say, if any of you, Kayla can attest to this, if any of you are in New York, in the city and want to come do a visit, you're more than welcome to. Kayla came last week. We set up meetings with her with people in the office who she was interested in kind of picking their brain, finding out what they do, asking them questions about the field. She and I got lunch. It'll be on me. So, that's a bonus, free lunch. So, if you're ever around, please come say hi. Even if you can't do a full day like that, even if you and I just go get coffee. I recently got coffee with Lena, who can't be on the call, but she and I just met in the East Village, got coffee and some cake and stuff, and it was great. So I want to be here for you. I want to help you, mentor you, and make sure that you're happy and, getting that life-work balance, all the things that are really hard when you're in grad school. I was in grad school. I did the work, internship, grad school balance, and I know how difficult it can be. And so I just want you to know that I've been there. You can get through it. You'll be okay. And I'll help you to the best of my ability. I can't fly to all of you. I would if I could. That'd be super fun, but I'll do my best. And so that's really it. And I just want to open it up now for any questions you guys have, comments, anything. Just feel free to kind of unmute yourself and ask away. Anyone? No? Okay, that's okay. You don't have to have questions. If you have specific things you want to ask me, email me or give me a call.
So I have one question.
Yeah.
So I just looked at the schedule for records, and actually the final exam period will be the 5th until I think the 9th.
Okay. So
It's in the middle of, the 6th.
Okay. So just send me an email about that. And it will be something that I talk to Joy about.
I could see with, now that I know the 6, I will ask the school if I can take it all year or I could take the finals all year to see if, so, yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Just let me know.
send me an email, okay, with the information, and I'll make sure that I talk to Joy about it, and we'll wait till we're a little bit closer, just so I know the exact dates that you need to be there, because then maybe you don't need to be there till the 7th, I don't know, and so we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll make it work.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah. Thank you so much for letting us know about the change that the scholarship program is undergoing. Does our current participation prohibit us from ever receiving? Right, the whole idea is that we do this program and then we spend at least 2 years in the JCC field. And then the idea, at least behind the program, is that we'll continue to grow and become like the next generation of leaders of JCCs. So since the program is changing and really designed to help supplement certificates or whatever for people in the field, will we still be eligible to receive funds through the new program, or because we receive the funds that we're getting now, we're prohibited from that, or if that has been decided yet?
That is a great question that we did not think of. So thank you for bringing that up. I'm actually going to write that down, because we have done a lot of work fleshing this out. So just some more info on it. This is something that I've been working on since, I want to say last winter, honestly. So we've been working on it and really trying to flesh out this how I see it being in the future. And that's actually not something that we discussed. So I'm happy you brought that up. We are going to be taking away, right now there's a requirement. So for the graduate scholar program, it has to be, you're going to school full time, and it's your first degree. And we have another program called TAP. That's for people already in JCCs who are getting their first degree part-time. And we're actually going to be taking away that first degree part, right? So that is a part of your question, right? But in terms of being a graduate scholar and then requesting whatever, let's say in the future you want to get a certificate in digital marketing, whatever.
Right.
That's a great question, especially if it's, the whole point is we really want people to excel in their fields and grow. And so if that's something that, you're working in a department and you can show that, hey, getting this certificate in digital marketing will really help me help the JCC, that's why we're going to expand the scope of the program. So I personally would like to say that I will push for people who have already been in scholarship programs to be allowed to reapply for money. Because I think that, we found a correlation. A big part of this is that we found a correlation between the people that get scholarship money and are already working in JCCs tend to stay in the field much longer than those who come from the outside, get into this program, and then go work at a JCC for 2 years. The retention rate wasn't as high. And so I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be allowed to apply for something else. But of course it would be part of the application. And for some reason we may say, if we were tight on money, perhaps that would be a reason we would say no. But I'm going to bring it up. And that was great. Good job, Robin. Thank you. Anyway,
in my mind, and I might be biased, but it just seems that if you're already making an investment in this leader and they show a commitment and demonstrate a commitment to the organization, then all the more so they should be, given,
I agree. I completely agree with you. And in my proposal that I'm writing to the board, I'm now going to include that.
Yeah.
But
if you need help writing that part, let me know.
Well, I'll say, I'm happy to say that it came from someone in a current graduate scholar. Happy to do so. Other questions? No?
I have a question. Well, I had the same question as Robin, but she already asked it. My second question is, so for those people that are graduating in December, are we going to have...
Oh, sorry, I muted you. Okay, try it again.
Okay. Are we going to have other Skype calls in the fall? Of the whole group?
Hopefully. Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. Cool. That's it.
Okay, great.
I'd love to. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, other questions? No? Okay, great. Great. So really thank you all for taking the time to be on this today. I didn't address this in my long blabbing, but I like to have these kind of Skype Zoom calls with you guys because we're all so scattered, and I want it to be a cohort. I want to make sure that you're seeing each other and talking. We have a Facebook group that we don't utilize as much as we should, but I'm going to try and be better. So I think I tried to friend all the new people on Facebook and couldn't find you, maybe. So I'll try again. If I can't find you, find me, friend me so that I can invite you to our Facebook group. And then, we share resources on there, and also before biennial and stuff, we might use a little bit more. Yeah. So, and for now, we're not going to have any get together until biennial, which is in May. That could change. I'm working on something that I don't want to say what it is because I don't know if it's going to happen, but we may be changing that. So just make sure that, connect with me on Facebook. It's great that you guys had access to these webcams because I want to do this again and check in. You'll be having more one-on-one check-ins with me. I think I had one with everybody on this call already. So, just be in touch. Like I said, this is a very relaxed cohort. You guys are very busy. I get that. I'm not going to overwhelm you with stuff, but I am here for you and to help you to the best of my abilities. So just, utilize that and we want to help you. So
I forgot one thing. I wanted to ask, the newsletter that you asked to write, a little bio about ourselves?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we gonna get a copy of that newsletter or something like that?
I can send you guys a copy. So the reason I asked for everybody's bio is, and those of you that I may have not asked, it's because we already have it, and I just tweaked it a little. Is that what happens? What that was for is we sent out a little pamphlet thing to the donors who donate to the scholarship program, which allows you guys to get money. And so what we do is every year the fundraising department sends out to all the donors this little pamphlet with your pictures and a little bio, and it says basically here are the people that you're supporting and what they're doing and what they're going to school for. And there's a little letter that I wrote that's included. We had a past scholar, Jody, for those of you that know her. She sent me a little blurb about what she's doing since Jody was in our program and graduated last spring, and she got a job out at the Mirage JCCA in Orange County. So since, all our scholars get jobs, but she was a success story that we could easily, plug in. And so we had her write something up and I wrote something, and all your bios were in that little pamphlet. So I'm happy to send that out if you guys would like to see it.
Mm. I would definitely appreciate it.
Sure. Okay, no problem. Anything else? Nope. Great. Okay, so I don't want to take up more of your time. I have a great rest of the summer. For those of you that are still vacay or about to go on vacation, enjoy it. Good luck with the beginning of fall. We'll be in touch. Like I said, checks will go out next week. If you don't get it by like the 28th, let me know. But you should have it by then. So just let me know if you don't get it. And, you know, good luck with everything. Be in touch. And, you know, we'll talk soon.
Thanks, Ellen.
Bye.